I guess I can take my shades off, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this special night for our students. We appreciate the support and patience from our parents considering the troubling circumstances that we have undergone this year. Today, we have several student speakers. Please welcome Clara Zakari.
Being a student in 2021 has been difficult. As a whole, I think it is safe to say that we have all struggled. Whether that struggle was in academics, athletics, music, or anything else, we have all had at least one big obstacle in our lives. This past year has been a time of uncertainty, but we have still managed to lean on each other. We are so lucky to have a community at Grassland with caring teachers, involved parents and guardians, and amazing staff. Coming from Walnut Grove, Hunters Bend, and Grassland Elementary Schools, as well as others throughout the United States and the world, we have been able to grow as individuals, as groups, and as an entire class. In 6th grade, many of us were scared, but the curiosity of something new quickly extinguished that fear. Welcoming teachers, mixed with a variety of incredible personalities, allowed for wonderful new friendships and experiences. At the beginning of 7th grade, we all expected an average, nothing out of the ordinary year, but after March, all we got was out of the ordinary. We were not sure how school was going to look in the fall, or if it would be in person, online, or some sort of hybrid. After the county figured out how to do school somewhat normally, we thought that would be the end of it. But after countless quarantines, back and forth between online and in-person school, and just a normal 8th grade school year, friends became family, we learned how to pass the impassable, and how to achieve the once unachievable. Now Dimitri Kontsukos.
Good evening. If you do not know me, I'm Dimitri. I am very honored and a little surprised that I'm speaking tonight. I am also pretty nervous, but my idol, Bob Ross, once said, "This is a happy place. Little squirrels live here and play." So I thought, what could be that bad? I also wanted to implement some of my other favorite things into this speech. One of those things is donuts. And those hot cake donuts, man, they were delicious. You might have thought that I was quoting myself, but really it was William Rosenberg who said that first. You probably don't recognize that name, but I'll bet you do recognize the name Dunkin' Donuts. William Rosenberg was the founder of Dunkin' Donuts, and you might assume that he, being the founder of a multi-billion-dollar company, was highly educated. But did you know that he was actually an 8th grade dropout? Technically, we all have had more of an education than him. Amidst the difficulty of the Great Depression, he had no choice but to drop out of school to help his family. At that moment, he could have given up, but through years of hard work and determination, William Rosenberg started his own business, which eventually turned into one of the most famous donut shops of all time. He once said, "Life will test you. That's a promise. It's what you do with the challenges that determines your failure or success." We have something that William Rosenberg did not. A chance to continue our education. A chance to pursue our dreams without the burdens he faced. But William Rosenberg had something we need. His successes came from hard work, determination, and risk-taking, persistence, innovation, and vision. We need all of these characteristics so we don't waste our own opportunities. One of the most inspirational people of all time, Bob Ross, said, "Talent is a pursued interest. Anything that you're willing to practice, you can do." I was asked to talk to you today about where we are right now. So where are we right now? We are surrounded by our family and our friends, our teachers and staff in a moment of celebration. We are in our last moments of middle school, and we are definitely happy to be here. We have made it through a very challenging year, and we are all ready to move on. We are going into a life full of opportunities. We must make the most of every one of them. undeniably the most beautiful person of all time, Bob Ross, said, "You can do anything here. The only prerequisite is that it makes you happy." And now, Jana Bosch.
Hi, I'm Jana, and apparently I'm supposed to talk to you about where we're going. And, well, some of us, not far, but most of us can go beyond. The class of 2025, they made it. Through a global pandemic, through all the canceled events, and all the inconveniences because of it. They are now going into high school and starting out a new beginning. A lot has happened since 6th grade, and even more will happen in their futures. Most of you will see their familiar faces as you're going on to Franklin, but others will be starting a clean slate somewhere new. If my time here has taught me anything, it would be to be a lifelong learner and responsible member of society, though I have made a lot of interesting memories along the way. A few of note are Mr. Mueller's YouTube channel, Miss Phillips with the vertical line test. From 6th grade homeroom to 8th grade study hall and everything in between. Grassland Middle School has been an adventure for me and everyone here. It has made me think about things I'd never thought before, and I don't know where my life would be without it. And I know I'm supposed to be talking about the future and where we're going, but that just doesn't seem possible without acknowledging the past and present. These students can do more than they know, and many will go on to do the great things in life. Some on real adventures, others dominating the business world. Some may even grow into fame and fortune. The possibilities for what these people can do, they're limitless, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what they become.
Well, class of 2025, we got a special guest for you speaking. For most of you, you'll be seeing this gentleman for the next 4 years roaming the halls. He has a lot of energy, to say the least. He's very comical, very relational. I think you'll enjoy being here as an admiral under his tenure. Please help me welcome Dr. Shane Panto.
Good evening and welcome to Franklin High School. I'm the principal here, Shane Panto. I really appreciate Dr. Dyson, and I think not only as a great educator but a great friend. I want to give him a round of applause for his leadership at Grassland Middle. So most of you, I can tell by looking at me, you're wondering who in the world I am, so I'm going to be quick, but I only have 2 points for you to remember, and these 2 points you'll actually hear me say over and over again at Franklin High School. Where you're sitting tonight, you've got 2 million minutes. And that 2 million minutes is going to start in just a few minutes when Dr. Dyson hands you your promotion certificate for graduating from 8th grade. And that 2 million minutes starts immediately. You can't stop the clock. You have 2 million minutes. And once you get handed that paper and that clock starts, at the end of that 2 million minutes, or roughly 2 million minutes, I'm going to hand you your diploma. So for everything you do in those 2 million minutes, it's going to shape your life. The decisions you make, the decisions, poor decisions, great decisions, are all going to shape you in those 2 million minutes. Now, I know I look about 23 or 24 years old. That wasn't a joke, please. But I will tell you, I've been doing this for a really long time. I've seen students make awesome decisions. We have students leaving Franklin High School this year, going to colleges all over the United States. You also have students who've made poor decisions, and it's not only impacted them, but their family. So please, in the 2 million minutes you have, embrace that. Treat each other respectfully. Do the right thing on social media. Use social media for a positive instead of a negative. treat each other kindly. You don't get that back. In high school, in life, with teachers and everyone else, there's two types of people that you're going to remember. You're going to remember those who helped you. You're going to remember those who hurt you. And use that time wisely. At Franklin High School, the 2 minutes that I refer to, we have the very first international baccalaureate program in the state of Tennessee. We have an awesome AP program here at Franklin. We had the first pre-law program that several of you have already signed up for next year that we're so excited about. Biomedical technologies, autonomous vehicles, where we actually work with major companies which want to hire our kids. You have broadcasting. Miss Thompson's here tonight. I had to give her a shout out. Drafting. All these programs, cybersecurity, all these programs are right in front of you. The world's best high school marching band marches on this field. We also have huge art programs, theater, and 5 billion clubs. All that is shaped around you. So it's here for you. Use the 2 minutes wisely, because as soon as you walk through the front doors of Franklin High School, every door is open to you. And lastly, of the 2 million minutes, what has been awesome in my time at Franklin High School is to see students know when you walk in August as a freshman, if middle school, how many of you, by the way, are glad middle school's over? Just be honest. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Kevin. I mean, let's just be honest. Raise your hand again. Seriously, guys. Okay. All right. High school is not middle school. How many of you, I thought y'all'd like that. I thought I'd even get a round of applause from you guys. So, all right, thank you. But jumping in, so Franklin operates on 3 rules. Number 1 is you got to participate. You got to be involved. You got to love it. Get in there. Second rule, number 2 is work hard. 3 is we have a lot of fun around here. We want you to enjoy coming to school. So the last part, I just want to remember, 2 million minutes. Clock doesn't stop for anybody. Now, I'm sorry I'm going to have to leave in a few minutes because I've got 2 students who are down to about 900 of the 2 million minutes, and I really want them to graduate tomorrow night right here. All right? So let me finish with this. I grew up in Franklin. We were a lot smaller town then. I've written a book about Franklin High, and for our 100th anniversary, we're about 110 years old. So I want to finish with this. People constantly ask me, who's your favorite student? Who's your favorite athlete? Who was the best athlete to be on this field? I reply with one name. No. I was gonna say something about being the last. He's retired. He probably is right, though. The best athlete I've ever seen at Franklin High School is also the best person. It's a guy who graduated about 15 years ago. His name's Darian Waters. And why he's special is Darian came in from Freedom Middle School as a freshman and only weighed about 135 pounds. When he was on the freshman football team, he never started a game. Don't think about the sport. Listen to the story. He never started freshman football, ever. Sophomore year, never started a game. Junior year, never started a game. His senior year, started every game. Now, I left out a few details. Darian Waters, back then we didn't have this turf. The area over here to my left was the practice field. He was the first person at practice every day. He was the last person to leave every day. In the summer, he was at every workout. He didn't start for 3 years. His senior year, he started, got a scholarship to Tennessee Tech, and became the first member of his family to graduate from college. Now, why that's important? Hard work. He didn't give up. He didn't transfer because he didn't like a coach or something. So he paid it forward, because when he comes on our campus, we greet each other not with a handshake, with a hug, because I know what it took for him to sacrifice to get where he is today. So please, when you show up at Franklin, you got a fresh start. You got 2 million minutes, but please show up, work hard, get involved, and have fun. Thank you, and I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you.
All right, we'll start announcing our kids. Get your cameras ready.
Good evening. I'm Gabriel Rayom, and this is my third period social studies class. Jana Bosch. Lily Buchanan. Elijah Buford. Rowan Cameron. Olivia Cleveland. Andrew Dixon. Molly Kate Dixon. Stephen Gore. Ethan Hill. Bo Hewlett. Dylan Joins. Sophia Kimball. Sam McCoy. Josh McLemore. Ridham Ori. Lily Robertson. Barrett Smith. Ella Susilas. William Stevenson. Noah Sylvester. Alex Turner. Phoebe Waldrum.
Good evening. This is Mrs. Cross's third period class. Corinna Beard. Delaney Benhoff. Mariah Berry. Gabriella Romeo Brodnack. Merrick Edwards. Sienna Elder. Tucker Sharkboy Irvin. Leighton Fernandez. Hannah Foley. Carson Horde. Corey Horde. Mira Katina. Bolin Lindstroth. Harrison Lohman. Jacob Merrick. Abigail Maynard. Addison McCluskey. Shang Morton Cox. Kennedy Sakrapani. Margaret Sessions. Garrett Streams. Brewer Wilson. And Hunter Wyatt. This is Mr. Daniels' third period class. Rayner Atchison. Mary McLean Bear. Ava Bramante. Jonathan Brown. Hayden Diaz. Alex Dorston. Sean Dunlap. Adelaide Edwards. Reed Edwards. Sierra Garvin. Emmy McComas. Miles McLaughlin Ferris. Ava Miller. Mackenzie Millison. Bronner Northcutt. Tate Osborne. Mode Ovian. Ian Reber. Jackson Rush. Caleb Satesh. Catherine Spain. Jalen Spring. Ansley Stoffer. Ivana Stoilovich. Richard Thigpen. And Natalie Ward.
I'm Gabrielle Iglesias, and this is my third period class. Congratulations to Kate Berthelo, Lauren Kane, Luke Durham, Emmett Foss, Abigail Gaynor, Henry Galata, Caroline Hall, Parker Harlson, Cooper Hodges, Prescott Hull, Tally Ishii, Connor James, Caitlin Crinks, Mary Beth McKnight, Carson Muto, Nora Myers, Ashwarya Pillay, Bishop Riley, Annabeth Reeder, Sophia Roberts, Michael Sanders, Tripp Thompson, Nina Lily Vale, Walker Wells, Evan Willer, and Lucas Young.
All right, now Eichner, third period. Congratulations to Sophia Bartel, Gracie Brackman, Ruby Biselli, Caleb Cochran, Carter Dodson, Charlie Drescher, Addie Ferris, Claire Fritz, Reagan Goodman, Whitney Gorman, Ryan Hodge, Eden Hool, Sophia Jones, Marie McConnell, Lainey Miller, Callie Moore, Miller Mauser, Jack Nihill, Jack Parsons, William Presley, Daniel Silva, Sophia Sullivan, Gavin Trussell, Nora Kate Walters, Sam Wheeler, Lyra Womack, and Arhan Yadav.
Congratulations to Dr. Keller's third period, Gabby Adams, Jose Adams, Ace Anderson, Winnie Kate Barr, Channing Bezia, Natalie Burke, Cameron Caples, Duke Convery, Josh Cesar, Mary Jane Delabar, Ava DeSantis, William Doyle, Kathleen Egan, Ellie Oaf, Miller Grove, Wesley Harris, Haley Holder, Judy Sue, Nola Ingram, Andrew Kachinko, Paige Lusink, Logan Macy. Lily McNeil. Naomi Metz. And Davis Williams.
Here we go. You're good. Perfect. Congratulations to Mr. Grisso's third period class, Connor Babcock. Izzy Burgos. Eleanor Butler. Taylor Klingenpeel. Sean Foster. Grace Gagliano. Elena Gore. Ty Harris. Logan Holdcroft. Casey Holman. Calvin Hollis. Chloe Kaiser. Samuel Mewborn. John Muirhead. Jack Nolan. Grace Orton. Megan Ozon. Perry Peterson. Phoebe Phillips. Jules Post. Aaron Powers. Kate Ramsey. Peyton Smith. Mary Spruill. Riley Wagers. Olivia Wallace.
Okay, and now for Mrs. Pointer's third period ELA class. We have Cora Bezadenhout. Susanna Bibby. Everett Carnes. Kate Cheney. Asher Clark. Claire Corney. Carolus David. Ella Elkins. Breanne Fisher. Sean Gacka. Bella Garrett. Brooklyn Hall. Preston Hood Lamons. Lauren Jensen. Thompson King. Zane King. Tristan Morrow. Graham Officer. Ella Peck. Catherine Rivadavia. Olivia Simpson. Molly Swift. Clara Williams. And Jack Zinn.
Don't have any certificates. We didn't get them. I apologize to Ms. Black's third period class. Our certificates did not get printed, but we will get them to them as soon as possible. Congratulations to Eva Joy Adcock. Max Anastas. Sims Armentrout. McLean Beard. Chase Brackman. Alex Cheney. Adley Clark.
Yes, sir, Adley.
Anna Kate Elsey.
No middle name.
I know. Seth Evans. Island Green. Aniston Hall. Katie Hill. Emma Jane Howie. Sophie Ives. Lauren Kyle-Holtz. Allie Large. Kylie Lawrence. Andrew Mayer. Saya Patel.
I'm right here.
Emil Edward Stinson, otherwise known as EJ. Lily Strange. And Max Wagner. Are we supposed to go across the street?
Congratulations to Ms. Pond's third period class. Gavin Adams. Brody Alderman. Owen Binkley. Eleanor Elizabeth Bryant. Kennedy Corbin. Luke Denman. Luke Ebert. Cannon Elisar. Carrington Fearing. Jalen Fleming. Brody Gifford. Micah William Hicks. Marley Mallory. Olivia McCoy. Ellie McDonough. Weston Reed Newbell. Addie Pace. Annie Simpson. Nadia Strievsky. Riley Taylor. Gianna Toshinsky. And Sam Volpert.
Congratulations to Mrs. Wally's third period. Ben Brown. Grant Bruce. Nellie Bryant. Aiden Elmore. Matthew Hanna. Ty Henry. Taggart Hoteling. Nils Hurst. Luke Kikeris. Keller Kennedy. Dimitri Koutsukos. Arsenius Mannon. Olivia Melikar. Jake Morrison. Gavin Murphy. Caleb Owen. Jay Patton. Durham Queen. Finn Saylor. Sarah Scobie. Zoe Stahlcup. Dorsa Taheri. Abby Webb. Eva Webb. Wayne Wells. Mia Williams. Miranova Yoniyama. And Clara Zakari.
Congratulations to Mrs. Giles' third period math class, John Adair, Hannah Ballas, Gracie Bechtel, Izzy Bitterman, Annison Blackburn, Lucio Borda, Maddie Bouvet, Andrew Brown, Claire Culvard, Lillian DeFree, Jack Flynn, Georgiana Frey, Harper Guthrie, Mia Hassan, Wyatt Hill, Caroline Lee, Connor Martin, Warner Neal, Kala Neidig, Finland Pavila, Reese Well, Sam Sparks, Livy Wisniewski.
Congratulations to our OLP students, Ben Coomer, Ivy Crawford, Abby DeMont, Ella DeYoung, Cassidy Everhart, Aaron Gallers, Renaz Jamal, Casey McDonough, Hannah McElhiney, Brevin Miner, Max Ortega, and Norman Tiedemann.
All right, right quick, before we move on to the closing remarks, parents, this is your opportunity right here to go wild. This is another landmark, another transition, another validation for your hard work as well. So parents, we're gonna get loose. We're gonna congratulate these kids right now. All right, let's go. There we go. I still think we can do better, y'all. Let's go. Yes. Hey. In about 10, 15 years from now, y'all gonna understand that moment. And for the daughters in here of dads, in about 30, 40 years from now, y'all understand. First and foremost, I want to thank Dr. Panto and Mr. Root, the Franklin administration, for allowing us to come up here and share in their field. This setup is normally for them. Yes, thank you. I gotta tell y'all, when we decided to go ahead and move this thing outside, when you do something like that, you weather watch a whole lot more than you care to. I became a meteorologist real quick. But, I mean, we couldn't ask for more beautiful weather. It's just been a great evening, great closing to what has been a strange year, to say the least. I want to thank all the teachers, especially the ones in here. Please give them a round of applause, please. To put it lightly, the work that they put in this year for our students, for the community, I don't even know if words are really going to be able to express the work and the hard work and the sacrifices that our teachers have made from grades 6 through 8, and especially here tonight. So I want to just thank them and tell you that you appreciate it. As I was thinking about what to say on the way out today as we transition, I thought about the journey that this class has been on from the time you entered Grassland Middle School. No other class can say that they've had a more unique journey than this class in particular. 3/4 through your 6th grade year, you got a new principal. 3/4 through your 7th grade year, school ceased as you have become to know it. We went into quarantining. We went to social distancing. We went to remote learning. Then the start of your 8th grade year, We started remotely with a whole new format with Chromebooks, Schoology. We had to learn a new way of educating and learning. Then along the way, there was the dreaded quarantine, individual, groups, teams, classes, and of course, grade level in school. And so when I thought about what to say to everybody here in attendance and all of you, 2 words come to mind: adaptation and perseverance. Dr. Panto talked about it. Time. There's only so many minutes we're all promised. I said this to our teachers last year. Time is our most precious and most valuable asset. We're only promised so many minutes in a day, so many hours in a day, so many days in a week, so many days in a month, so many days in a year. But at the time you wake up, for some of us, 4:30. For some of you who get here at 7:40, 7:25. You have choices to make. And every day, you embrace with a choice. You embrace with, should I, shouldn't I? Yes or no. You're embraced with a choice at every moment of your life. Should I partake in this? Should I do that? Should I post this? And as you get older and you move on, you will find consequences change dramatically for the choices that you make. So I talked about 2 words, adaptation. If this year hasn't taught anybody anything different, we had to learn to adjust, how to adapt. We come back to school, you had arrows pointing in directions, no lockers, multiple lunches, seat in between each person, assigned seats, 6 feet in classrooms when we could. We've had to adapt and adjust. Along the way, something serious, something that uniquely no other class, hopefully, will ever have to embrace. And then we had to persevere. Through all of that, we're here. We made it through. Wearing masks for 7 hours out of the day, through the dual lunches, through no lockers, through not even being able to have your 8th grade promotion at your own building. Through all that, we found a way to persevere. So as you leave tonight, I want you to think about those 2 words as you go on to what Dr. Panto talked about, those 2 million minutes that you get from the time I say congratulations. Those 2 million minutes you get from the time you start walking into those Franklin hallways or wherever high school you decide to go to. You have an opportunity. You had the opportunity to be great and to make an impact on somebody's life. And as he said, the impact you make on people's lives can be 1 or 2 ways. And you're going to remember 1 or 2 ways, to the good or to the other side of the equation. So class of 2025, man, for all those in here that graduated in the 90s or before, say that out loud. Class of 2025. Goodness. I don't, like Shane said, I don't look my age, so I'm going to put that out there right quick. And I am the best athlete. So class of 2025, congratulations, and I look forward to greatness from you. Thank you. Oh, so right quick, before we let you go, parents, I know you're excited, you want to get these pictures. I hope you got someone there walking the stage, but we need you to refrain from jumping out the stands and into the field while we get everybody off the field and get ready for Franklin's graduation. So parents, please hold off. They're coming back to you. They'll be all right. And class of 2025, you are officially done with Grassland Middle School. Congratulations.
Thank you.